jaBROni, JABRONIXYZ, ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the jaBROnis presented by BODYSLAM.net. I am Topher McCann, joined with Mike Butler.
What's going on?
How we feeling? How we feeling?
I'm feeling, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm feeling like a 5, maybe like low 5, 4.5, maybe.
That's just below 5.
But look, it's graduation season. Everyone's graduating, parties galore. That happens.
It does happen.
But we can't, just because of that, you can't ignore the fact that it was a huge news week in the wrestling business. And honestly, I have no idea where to start, where you want to start.
There's a lot of things going on.
Look,
we could first go to, there was a big show last weekend.
Yeah.
And there was a huge title on the line. Nothing in AEW, none of those titles we're not talking about. For Baker or whatever, you could have your moment. That's great. The jaBROni World Championship was on the line. Defend it and just snuck away barely.
I got too
tie.
Cocky. I got too cocky last week. I should have just went with the Cody pick, and then I should have known better with the Sting situation. I should have known better.
It was nerve-wracking. It was very nerve-wracking. I really thought that after that Cody, I didn't like it. I was very scared. I was very scared.
I could feel it in your texts. I could definitely feel it in your texts.
See it coming, and then they almost haven't, but we ran away from it. And speaking of the jaBROni World Championship, it will be shipped here on Tuesday. And we'll have a little opening. I've never done one of them, but I'm gonna make the wife or something film me opening it.
Oh,
we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what it looks like. I'm very. I don't know. I think it's gonna be
excited. Good. You're giddy.
I think it's gonna be good. I think like they do good work. So
that's
if it's good work. Then we'll plug the hell out of them. But if not, then we'll destroy them.
Screw them. Screw those guys.
But overall, Double or Nothing, what was your overall thoughts of the show?
Just a really good pay-per-view. I was going into it with, I don't want to say low expectations, but I would say lower than what they usually are because of the AEW championship match and the Cody match too. I wasn't looking forward to it, but god damn was I wrong. It was the first time I've ever really doubted an AEW show really to catch my interest. But that triple threat match, I will eat all the crow that there is to eat because I was not looking forward to it. I've said it multiple times on the show. Cody and Orange Cassidy and Pac, I didn't think we're ready for that triple threat main event AEW spot type deal. There was maybe 10 seconds where I really thought Orange Cassidy was going to win. There really was.
They did it really well. And
really well.
The continuation, where they did a little promo on Dynamite, but that match was like I said, all three of them being in it, I was like, it's got to be good. It's going to be good. But their show, I always thought overall, I was excited for every match for the most part. And I mean, most pay-per-views, you don't get that. But with theirs, for some reason, they make you care about or build up enough story to where it's time for a pay-per-view and you're interested in a payoff.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought, again, worth the $50-some.
Absolutely. And they, again, I don't mean to draw comparisons to the WWE all the time, but they can learn, the WWE can learn something from doing the pay-per-view every other month or whatever AEW does. big four or whatever. Because, when WWE has their monthly pay-per-views, you end up getting a lot of these rematches and stuff where instead of doing that, you could have this big long build up and then blow it off at one of your big four pay-per-views, and then you can move on. And I think that's what works. I think that's what AEW does right. Because now, we're not gonna see Pac and Orange Cassidy and Kenny Omega again. We're not gonna. I mean, I'm assuming the stuff with Inner Circle and Pinnacle's over.
No,
No,
that the
This is-
complete opposite, actually.
this is where, last night in the graduation party, kind of differs for me because I watched SmackDown, but I didn't watch AEW. So you're gonna have to fill me in a little bit.
So actually, the complete opposite, almost. Like they're almost continuing with, it seems, every feud for the most part.
No way.
Except maybe the Britt Baker thing. She had a celebration with the burgers from McDonald's, the Big Macs, and she had, and Nyla Rose like got the burgers and started throwing them and stuff. So it looks like that might be her first feud. There will be Nyla and DMD. Besides that, Orange Cassidy, they cut a promo with Best Friends about showing what happened, how he got screwed over with Don Callis pulling Orange Cassidy out of the ring with the 3 count that would have been, and Orange Cassidy just saying at the end, like, this isn't over. So that's not done. Inner Circle literally came out, and like every single member of Inner Circle cut a promo saying like it's not over, like hitting that point. Like Santana Ortiz said, you tried to pile drive us through a table to Dax and Cash. They're not done. Jake Hager challenged Warlow to an MMA cage fight in 2 weeks.
I do remember that. Yeah, I do remember that. The bits and pieces all coming back to me.
Jericho wants MJF. So
okay. All right. So they're done with the gang warfare, it seems, but they're doing one-on-one stuff.
Looks like maybe some solo bolo stuff.
All right, so that's kind of stupid in my opinion. I feel like Stadium Stampede would have been a good way to just finish it, end it. But overall, AEW, oh my God, Double or Nothing, was it? Yeah, Double or Nothing was, I'd give it a 8 out of 10 jabrones for sure. 8 out of 10. The only reason I don't give it a perfect 10 is because A, nothing's ever perfect, and B, I did not win the Jabroni World Championship.
It's true. That's worth 2 points there. Yeah, I would have to be around there. What did you think about the Joker, Lio Rush?
Deflating. Even if I wasn't expecting Daniel Bryan or Andrade to show up like I was, it's still deflating. Like, I was never that big on Lio Rush, but again, I am literally basing it off of him being Bobby Lashley's manager, so maybe that's not fair. And he also didn't have that much of an impact. Like, was he thrown out quite quickly? Was he not?
Yeah, yes, that's true.
So, deflating. I was a real big fan of Jungle Boy winning, though.
Yes.
I think that was the right move in front of the fans, for sure.
I just thought, I was saying this before, I thought it was weird how it ended up being just Jungle Boy versus Christian, like a little face versus face, like someone, like Christian who just came back, like an old school baby face versus like the new, fresh, up and coming baby face. I just felt like a heel should have been involved in there a little, like towards the end, and maybe like Christian should have went out 3, and then it should have been Jungle Boy matched up against, I don't know. I just felt like weird at being, and it was cool. He gave the rub and everything. It's fine. That's just what my first thought was when I was watching it.
I actually liked how they did it with those two as the final two, because you gotta think that almost everybody is thinking Christian Cage is gonna win
Yeah.
that. And I think Tony Khan or whoever books the matches or decides all that knows that, and they're like,
Yeah.
hey, here's a great swerve for you.
It was
Boom.
the only way to get that swerve over. Like
Right.
doing it my way, it would have been obvious. Jungle Boy versus insert heel that you want to leave in it. Probably
Right.
but that was my first thought. But besides that, no, I loved him winning it. They're gonna have a great match. They're also gonna have that match in 2 weeks on the Saturday night Dynamite.
Oh, it's Saturday night Dynamite. Jesus.
Yeah,
They're making it harder to record these shows.
looking for it. Keep looking for it. I look for it. NBA's on. I go over another. Hockey's on.
Can't get away from it. But I want to talk about this Sting real quick. I want to talk about Sting real quick. The stuff that he pulled off on Sunday blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind for someone at 62 years old. And I know like people have done that before, maybe even still to this day do it. But the guy who was told again, he can't wrestle, had to retire, did this whole big speech at his Hall of Fame ceremony. And it's a tag match, and I even said it last week, Darby Allin was gonna have to work like the entire match, but Jesus, I was not expecting that from Sting, and it really, 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 really made me want to be there. I wanted to feel that, because you could feel what the crowd was feeling through the TV, it seemed like. And Sting just going over the way he finished that match. I have to give like the most props to Sting, and I would think WWE feels like real freaking dumb right now. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming.
He said he came out on Dynamite and said that that was the biggest, that was like he said biggest moment in his career was that moment, and feeling almost what you literally just said, describing it. That's almost how he put it. And
it's unreal.
They set it up where they threw Paige and Sky up on the Tron, and now they're using the angle where Darby, you need Sting almost. They're like, find anybody else but Sting and take us on. So that's what they're leading now. So I guess Darby is going to be finding a tag partner that's not Sting.
Gonna be somebody else coming over from the other company or something. I don't know. I mean, it depends when their next pay-per-view is All Out, right?
Yes.
So, all right, they won't wait that long to probably have that match, but I don't know. I feel like that match would mean Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page go over, but you never know. I was wrong last week. Gonna be wrong again probably. So never know.
Now, what are you thinking about that? The debut last night that a lot of people were thinking could happen at the Casino Battle Royale.
So that's like the one thing I freshly remember from the show. You see, you told me you felt like it felt flat. I see what you mean, but I also think it was too short of a segment, I guess, to really feel anything. Like you could tell like the crowd was like into it, but again, I wasn't a big Andrade fan. And again, probably because he was booked crappy. So I'm an open book to Andrade. I think him with Vicky is very interesting. So we'll see. But I'm glad, and honestly, with the way, and I'm sure we'll get into it in a little bit, but with with the way that the WWE is doing things right now, maybe you see Charlotte in that company at some point within the next year. Maybe. I don't know. That probably sounds like real stupid to a lot of you right now. But they just released Braun Strowman. So, I mean, anything is possible. So we'll see. But Andrade is I think he'll do fine. Yeah, I don't have any like negative things to say about it.
My instant thought about it was whenever I watch Being the Elite recently, she was like dressing up like a nun with Nyla. And I don't know. So instantly when she came out, just like, all right, what is, and I like the aspect of him just walking out, no music and getting the shot. And the crowd was, but yeah, it's almost like it was so short of that's what I just said. That was the best way to put it, how I felt after. I just kind of felt like I did go like, oh,
Yeah.
S word. Ah.
Yeah. So,
But that's about it. I mean, it wasn't an insane, like over the top, like, wow.
yeah, I wasn't like losing my shit. I mean, unfortunately, I saw a spoiler before I watched it live, so I knew who I was expecting. But even if I didn't, I don't think I would have gotten like, oh wow, I would have been like, kind of like Leo Rush. I was like, all right. But again, poor booking in the other company, I put full blame on for both of those guys. So again, like I'm hoping that they change my mind.
Before WWE with those guys, they were good.
I'm sure they were. I mean, Andrade in NXT was awesome. Leo Rush in NXT was good.
And even
So
and that moment and even before, but then once they
that's
go to
that's when you lost me. I didn't follow those guys before. Hard to these days. Hard to back then.
but you mentioned it. We'll get into it. It's already been discussed this week, but the firings.
Dude, that's wild. Wild. I mean, I feel like I could go. All right. I'm gonna save Braun Strowman and Aleister Black for later. Okay. Santana Garrett didn't know much of her. Apparently, had already been called up, but just never used. So, not a surprise. Ruby Riott. How you make that decision, knowing your depleted roster right now from other cuts that you've made, and I didn't believe it until like I actually like really thought about it. But like SmackDown having now seven women on their roster. What are you gonna do with that? You have a tag division that you have to.
There's two women's teams. It's just a feud between two teams for women's tag titles.
Like, it doesn't make sense. And Ruby got into really great shape after her injury. You put her with Liv. It's mind-boggling.
It was funny while you're saying that. She came out for a match against Carmella, and I was just like, oh, dude, they're going to beat her so quickly just because of the association with Ruby Riott, and just boom, it's exactly what happened. I was just like, yeah.
Like, it's all right. So Ruby's done. Who else was it? I'm not prepared for this at all. I'll just go into Braun and Aleister. Okay, Aleister Black.
Buddy Murphy.
Buddy Murphy. Okay. That's a crime. That's a crime. Buddy Murphy's a crime. Had this good situation with Seth. that was like the most interested I was in him, and probably the most eyes that have been on him. Because look, I know he's had great matches in 205 Live, but who watches that? Nobody really watches that. And I mean, I'm sure people watch it, but like not, not on a scale of like Raw and SmackDown. Uh
Should we start like a 205 like review? Should we add it to the?
mm, mm, Not feeling that.
All right, that's fine. That's just,
So yeah, then you give them this storyline with the Mysterios, man, and like it just kills them, kills them.
they did
It's
like a him dating a teenager storyline.
it's unfortunate, it really, really, really is. He was probably the biggest loser in that whole feud, and it's unfortunate, and it's it's amazing because, and I know Dominic is Ray's kid and everything, but you keep that guy on the roster or that kid on the roster, and you get rid of Buddy. It baffles my mind.
What about
And
Dominic?
yeah, Dominic.
Dude,
Did I say Dominic?
a dude who like basically beat the Usos by himself. Like,
Yeah, right.
twice on
Yeah,
SmackDown.
that's what I'm saying. So, and again, I don't mean to crap on Dominic like this. It's so easy. I can't wait to talk about that. Though. Can't wait to talk about that after I'm done. We're done here. Aleister Black, dude. He's kind of part of my jabroni of the week, but it's not him. Okay, but he set himself aside from everybody, in my opinion. I mean, like his character, his entrance, his look.
Yep.
He had the look of a very intriguing character, whether it was how he came up. We didn't really, I didn't understand, knock on my door, Aleister Black, but even that was kind of okay. And then even the stuff that they were doing vignettes with just now, a little weird, but also okay. It's something different. I'm interested. Let's see how it goes. Literally just attacked Big E last week, and now he's gone. Spend all the money. I mean, I think a bunch of reports were saying that was like a last minute thing, which okay, if it was, but why anyway? And again, there I could go on and on about this Nick Khan guy that's apparently pulling the strings behind these cuts, but I don't want to say anything negative if I don't know the whole facts. I don't know what to say about Braun. Like that, I have no explanation for Braun. I don't.
The thing about with them was the no cut clause, like the big top upper guys have that. Like that we were talking about if Charlotte leaving, like she's definitely not she has a no cut clause. Roman has one, Seth has one. Braun, you would think had one, but apparently he didn't have one because he just redid his contract. He signed a big contract in I forget what I was reading, like, but I think
Had to have been like
9 till 2024, something like that. He was still signed, but he didn't have a no cut clause in his contract. So
he was making 7 figures. Like he was making money. And I guess that may been a reason. Maybe Nick Khan was looking at his contract. It's like, we haven't used him in weeks and he's making that much money. Deuces.
But it's like he was just in a title match, a nice triple threat match. They have done things with. It's just like I mean, there's other bigger people now. You got Aziz, you got Omos.
You can't compare those two to Braun Strowman.
But they're new toys, just like how Braun was a new toy when he came in.
Yeah,
A green little toy.
Braun almost immediately got over when they did the draft for the first time in years, and they got Braun over to Raw, and he shaved the sides of his head, and he was kicking the crap out of James Ellsworth. Like, immediately got over. And then his feud with Roman. Oh my God. Like, at that time, there was one thing everybody in the world who watches this program wanted to see, and that was Roman Reigns getting his ass kicked. And Braun Strowman was the guy to do that, whether it was pushing him off a loading dock on a stretcher, flipping an ambulance over with Roman in it. Like, this guy got over, and the trigger should have been pulled there. You then have him when Roman unfortunately left due to leukemia. You had Braun versus Brock for the Universal title. You should have at Saudi Arabia, I believe. You should have put him over there, but because I guess Saudi Arabia and you're paying Brock probably like money that we've never even heard of to be there, that's why you put Brock over Braun. But you got the greatest Royal Rumble winner over here. Like, it does not make any sense at all. And WWE was perfect for Braun. Big guy. Like, I don't see Braun anywhere else. Like, I really don't. I can't see him in AEW. I can't see him in Impact, ROH. I don't watch enough New Japan to see if maybe he fit there. But WWE was like perfect for him.
And you said it. They had that feud with Roman is when that's when he should have had it put on him. They waited for like as a substitute for Roman against Goldberg. And it just, I don't know. It's just they always push the trigger late with people. And it's the same thing they did with Bray Wyatt, I always thought. And then they did it with The Fiend, where you always see it as like almost not the same, but an Undertaker-like character that can go on for a very long time. It's very unique. They had it with Bray Wyatt. They ruined it. They had something really good with The Fiend. They ruined it. Aleister Black from NXT on with this was another one of those dark, like you already said, the entrance, something that could have gone on longevity, but it's just like they always seem to ruin it. And now it's just crazy that boop, gone. Interesting to see where they go. People already talking about like the Dark Order, and that's where Tommy End should show up and be the leader of the Dark Order, and all these all these Austin theories out there. A lot of Austin theories.
A lot of Austin theories going on. I mean, I was interested to see what was gonna happen on SmackDown. It'd be the first show since those cuts. You know, they had Liv and Carmella, and then I think they had Bailey and Bianca, and that was like it. And then I'm interested in Raw. I mean, look, again, like these guys weren't being used. Like, they weren't. Even Braun, you know, hadn't seen them since the pay-per-view. So I guess it won't have an effect, but like with the way that they've been trying to, and I can tell they've been trying to get, I don't want to say new faces, but faces that they've had but haven't used, they've been trying to get them on TV. They've, especially on Raw, they've been trying to do that. Just don't see the point of cutting these guys. And I know there's talks of maybe a potential sale. I don't want to talk about that until I know for a fact that would be happening, because I'm not a businessman. I don't know what that means.
We just do business,
you know. Yeah, there you go. It's unfortunate, but they're all going to be fun. They're all going to find work. Oh, Lana too. Lana.
Yes.
Lana, another one.
There's a couple of them just made a sense either via spouses or whatever with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Lana doesn't even have to freaking take another bump ever again if she doesn't want to, because she has such a big following on Instagram and all that. Like, she's basically like an Instagram model, and she could get paid for that if she wants to. Like, she'll be fine. She does not have to take another bump if she doesn't want to. But she's probably going to be in AEW with Miro, and I think it'll be awesome.
Yeah, I could. I mean, I could see that.
Yeah, for sure.
But just that's all. I remember saying it. I heard the night prior that it was probably happening, but I wasn't expecting.
I heard there was supposed to be more in the coming weeks too.
Wouldn't surprise me. Do you
Unreal.
remember anything about Raw?
Randy Orton's mustache and goatee. I tried to recreate it a little
It was
bit here,
awesome.
but yeah, no, I enjoyed it. Seriously, that's like it. Like, they did Shayna and Reginald, right?
You goddamn right
Yeah,
they did.
how'd that go? I'll let you take that one because
Fantastic. All right. I'm getting good at censor myself. It was one of the greatest matches ever. So let me set the scenario for you. It's a Monday night, sun setting. All right, no, I'm just kidding. But it was, you know, it was Reginald versus Shayna, and obviously, I don't have to tell you this, but Reginald picks up the big, huge W. I know everyone beat Shayna, so Reginald,
not wrong. Not wrong.
then he was getting, then he was back. He was doing a interview segment with Alexa.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
And then Shayna came and brutally beat him down because she was upset because she was not superior to Reginald in the match, because Reginald, of course, was superior because he is, in fact, Reginald. Everyone go follow Reginald too, at Reginald WWE.
I can't believe you just got a plug on this show.
Tell him I said what's up. I'm gonna keep trying to tag him in things and see if I can
Nice. You know what I liked about that, or sarcastically liked about that segment where Shayna beat up Reginald? She goes to Alexa and was like, "You see what I?" It's like, me and you have a problem. Do you see what I do to my problems? Referring to Reginald, I was like, why didn't you do that to him when you had a match with him? And that way you wouldn't be embarrassed on TV. And I thought that was funny. And now she's about to lose to a doll, probably. And that's even funnier.
You're just a stupid doll.
That
He's gonna like literally lose.
Ain't the cool move, man. What else happened? Drew and Kofi.
Yes.
Cool. Like, it was better when last week when I never seen the match before.
It was the thing where I remember this morning I put up the top 10 on YouTube or whatever and just scrolled down to look at the comments, like doing this, and consistently it's just been everyone's commenting on one particular thing, and that is it. Could you guess what that one thing is?
That happened this past month.
The positive thing that the only thing that they're talking about on Raw consistently that everybody likes. And
RK Bro.
There it is.
Bro. RK Bro runs that show. If fuck, whoa.
They have a bunch of new merch out. I mean, they
have a bunch of new merch. They're here to stay. RK Bro is the best, and
Bro Derek.
Yes. How awesome was that? And Riddle's reaction to him using that warms your heart. It's like a little kid on Christmas.
Now I want to throw this out there for you. I saw something online. Nothing confirmed, nothing. They're saying that Goldberg's returning.
Did you see no. Where'd you No.
This is speculation tweet. I no source. I don't know if there's source or anything. It's just something I read, and I always like.
Because he has like another match on his contract, or like 2.
All right, so let's hear me out. Here, I'm. So they're saying he's coming back. They're saying they might do Riddle Goldberg SummerSlam.
There's
and then I don't know, say I say somehow Randy Orton costs Riddle the match. Goldberg gets the win. And then that maybe starts a feud with Randy Orton.
That's too soon. That's
That's
too
what
soon to
I
break
thought.
that up.
I
That's
don't
too
like
soon to break them up. No, 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 no. I don't want to see that. Not that way. I don't want to see Goldberg going over Riddle. And if they put that, if that's what they're offering Goldberg, is that's the match, and he's coming back for it, there's no way he's losing it. There's no way he's losing that match. If he's coming back for that match, he's gonna win that match, or else he ain't doing that match.
Yeah.
I do not want
It
to.
genuinely seems like he does not like him.
No, there's actual heat between them.
Yeah.
And Goldberg even said that he wouldn't wrestle him.
It's all like it's a match that I've like just wanted to see how they would do it forever. But then how long's that match gonna be?
It's not gonna. You're right. Like
it's gonna
bell rings. Orton hits Riddle with an RKO, and there you go. Then,
but what is there some kind of distraction where Orton can do that? And then it's also in that scenario, I was thinking what's Orton? Orton for SummerSlam is doing nothing. He's just like a side character to a Riddle Goldberg feud.
Maybe they do Goldberg and Orton with Riddle and then Riddle somehow calls Orton the match, and that's how they start a feud. I don't know. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Goldberg anywhere near RK Bro. Not at all. Don't give me that. Please don't give me that.
Hey, well, would it surprise you, honestly?
No. The hottest thing on Raw right now, and they ruin it? No, it would not surprise me whatsoever. Not one bit.
That's what I was.
I'd take Goldberg over Lashley, or versus Lashley, but not for the title. Or I'd take. No, we already saw Goldberg versus Drew. I don't know. There's nobody on Raw that I want to see face Goldberg.
It's just speculation, and I could totally see them booking Riddle Goldberg. It seems as if Brock Lesnar apparently is coming back. He is marked as active on WWE.com. It seems, I guess, maybe they might lean towards doing
Lashley and Lesnar.
Yeah, Hot Bobby versus
Hot
Brock.
I'll take it. I'll take that.
So we could potentially at SummerSlam maybe get Bobby Brock. We could see maybe Roman and Cena potentially.
All about that. Great main events right there. Solid.
Riddle Goldberg, if they decide to do that, they might.
Pay-per-view ruins. Pay-per-view ruins.
Potentially happen there, maybe.
No. Did we ever get Goldberg versus Roman?
No.
Why can't we do that?
We could.
Because then Roman's
gonna come out and be like
no, Goldberg's lost the last couple matches, hasn't he? That he's done. He lost to Drew.
I feel like he beat Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, he did beat
for
Dolph,
a second somewhere.
Yeah.
That's about it. I mean, I feel like he did lose we lost to Braun. Gone but not forgotten.
He could face your king.
People would not. Well, honestly, that's a way for people to try to get people to like Goldberg, though.
No, I don't know. I think the following for King Corbin is a lot bigger than you think. I think they would be mad, actually. I think live audiences would actually be mad.
I feel like that would get the Brock Goldberg treatment almost from back in the day.
WrestleMania 20?
Yeah, everyone would just everyone would just
I don't think so.
Everyone hates them, I feel.
That's only because that match got heat for that because they knew they were both leaving. Corbin's not going anywhere. Goldberg is.
But everyone wants Corbin to go somewhere far away.
I think if Corbin somehow went over Goldberg, I think there would be an uproar. I really do.
I love to see it. I love to see Corbin with all the success. He is the best.
Absolutely. It'd be phenomenal. And then they're also talking about bringing up all these NXT guys too. Like, I guess since they're cutting everybody, they got to bring people up. And you know what that means? I mean,
draft.
Well, I mean, probably in October, but I mean, SummerSlam coming up. You got last time Finn was on a SummerSlam, it wasn't that too good, with Bray but the first time Finn was on a SummerSlam, he won the Universal Championship, so maybe he like beats Cena, beats Roman, wins the Universal Championship again, or beats Bobby, beats Brock, wins the WWE Championship. I mean, I'm just speaking out loud here,
Hey,
thinking out loud, speaking it into
makes
existence.
it happen. Exactly, makes it happen. And I think the other thing, like I say it every single week, and I feel like I could just be. It's like almost getting annoying how good Roman Reigns is every week on SmackDown. Like it's just like every week I'm just like he just will say things that just like when he called Jimmy, it's like the way he just pulls this character off to a perfection every week, and he just one ups himself somehow. Is just
He is like my biggest fan right now. He's my biggest fan right now, and here's why. So anybody who is watching us on the YouTube, back in the day when we were on just audio, we were like fancy booking, kind of like what we're doing right now. And I said I would really be all about a feud with Roman and Ray, where Roman just beats the holy hell out of Dominic. And goodness me, to my delight this morning, I'm watching SmackDown, and what do I see? I see Roman kicking the holy hell out of Dominic. Muzzle tov. Love it. Super excited about it. And then they're not even in a feud. That makes it even better. He just did it because he felt like it. 10 out of 10 jaBROnis. Super duper. Nita. I mean, we're probably going to get... Huh?
He said you guys lost to a child.
And then he beat that child's ass. Ass is fine on YouTube, I think. So I'm saying it.
Yo, it was so. I was just like, it's so good. And then just the whole night again, every week, it's just like they intertwine the show with these Roman segments with the Usos, and it's just, it doesn't lose anything. It's good. The way just overall how they've been. It looks like they were slowly doing the Street Profits with Gable, and they did the Street Profits with Otis and a beatdown. Like setting up, they just Raw and SmackDown just
don't know how they're on the same show, under the same company. Like it's real crazy. But I did want to ask, with Raw having like an abundance of rematches, right? Like all the time. How would you feel about having the same match twice in one night with the Usos and the Mysterios?
It's something different, but it instantly made me just think of Adam Pearce from when there was the DQ at the end of Raw. Just like, why don't you just restart the match now and finish it and make it for next week? They ran out and were like, yo, you guys got to like compete. Like instead of just making it for next week, you just did that on Raw. So I thought that was weird. Just it's not the exact same thing, but I just thought, okay. And I thought it was cool how the Mysterios just try to like bounce, just like
they were also like, F it, okay, sure, and then walked back in. Like it's not like they were cowarding away.
No, but they were trying to leave work. Like they just had their match and they were just
they were done. They were done.
Peace.
Yeah, they were done. They don't need to stay there.
They kind of made Ray seem like a jaBROni because Dominic instantly was like, yeah, okay. And then they shot to Ray's face, and Ray's face was like, he had a shocked face, which insinuates that Ray, if they asked Ray, like originally, Ray would have been like, nah.
Nah.
Little boy said, yeah, he has to be like, oh, really? Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, the kid's calling the shots. He's like 3 feet taller than Ray. So
they were this close to getting away, but back on, yeah.
hey, I'm happy.
Finished up with a murder. I don't know how this is going to go with, if we're going to get Roman and Ray. I don't know what we're doing with the Usos, if this is going to now cause a.
I'm standing by my thought in saying that I don't think we're getting Roman at all at Hell in a Cell. I don't think it's Roman versus Ray. I hope to God give me Roman versus Dominic in a Hell in a Cell match. Do it. Just do it. I'll take it. But we're not going to get that. I think we may get. See, I'm still going to say Jimmy versus Jay in a Hell in a Cell. But SmackDown made me question that too. Just with it seemed like Jay is kind of breaking free of Roman, maybe because that's his bro. But I don't know. Maybe you get Roman versus the Usos in a Hell in a Cell.
I don't know if they're going to do that, but I mean, they're going anyway with it, where they could even do the tag. They could do Dominic and Ray versus Usos in Hell in a Cell. So therefore it keeps Roman out of it, where he can't interfere in it. I don't know. There's a lot of ways that they could actually tell this story for once, because it's been such good storytelling. You have so many good outs because of the good storytelling. But when you have Aleister Black attack Big E, and then the next time Big E shows up, you can't show that footage unless you show like a blurred out person probably attacking Big E. And
I mean, that's probably Big E wasn't on TV, right? So
yeah, so when he comes back, it's just going to be, that's how they'll do it. They'll just keep him off for a while.
Nothing ever happens.
He'll pop up on a backstage vignette in a few weeks.
Or, they won't use him for weeks, and then in the next round of cuts, he gets cut. I don't know. That's what happened with Braun.
Stupid. Who's got that no cut? Who's got that no cut? Big. Do you think the New Day? You think New Day got that?
Probably. No, probably not. Probably not. They probably don't.
I can only think
because they're gonna cut Xavier Woods at some point because he's doing all this video game stuff outside of WWE, and they're not gonna like that, so they're gonna probably cut him.
But he brings in that audience, though. He brings in that because they have up, down, down. So I guess they make money off of it. So, but he brings in that, I guess, gaming audience, and he's doing something for.
They're about to get to, like, way more than that with Eva Marie coming back. So, they're going to see how that works out, and Xavier Woods is going to get cut. I don't think he's not really going to get cut. We're just messing around. we're just joshing.
Are you set on a jaBROni of the week?
I am set on jaBROni of the week. It was, again, Monday it was somebody, today it's somebody different, and in between there's a whole bunch of others. Monday, I didn't think I made a decision on Monday. It was probably you, actually, for just retaining your title. Wednesday, it was Nick Khan or WWE, one or the other. Yesterday, it was you again. Right, yeah. I forget why I said it. I was way too gone by that time.
It was I told you that the surprise was Ryback.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! Yeah, that scared the crap out of me. Oh,
I was like, big debut, and I just started saying, "Feed me more individually."
Yeah, that's right. That's right. As soon as you said feed, I was like, no. All right, but so yeah, you went back, but now I read something today, and I'm just gonna say it. I said it kind of had something to do with Aleister Black. It was somebody who said something about Aleister Black. So I would like to read a quote, if you don't mind. And it's from somebody, and I would like you to guess who it is. You can't, and this is in regards on Aleister Black and his release. You can't give a guy intro, give him a black gimmick, a dark robe, and go out there and become a star. You put him on that thing. The thing is, it did look cool, but understand, you just can't get that gimmick and think because of the smoke and mirrors, you're going to go out there and get over. He's a good worker, but I'm looking for a guy that's talent. I'm looking for a guy that's going to go out and do things totally different than everybody else on the roster. Aleister Black had his MMA getup, his kung fu, karate, black mass for the finisher. I get it. But for me, Aleister Black was a guy that didn't set himself apart from the rest of the guys in the locker room. Right? Are you kidding me?
Five time. Yes, Booker T.
That's wild how he's just said that. Like, he could not be more wrong. He has talent. Yes, he had the black mass. He had his kung fu karate. Yes, he had a great gimmick. Yes, an entrance. Yes. 10 years ago, that would have been enough. And like, what else do you want him to do? He did set himself apart from everybody. He did have a cool entrance. He did have the look. He did have the move set for it. He had everything, some would say. Maybe his promos were a little weird, but you don't even need this guy to have him do promos. Like, what the heck are you thinking? If I'm like, if I have Booker T and Paul Heyman in front of me, and I see, and Paul Heyman's telling me, yo, this guy has it, and Booker T's telling me, yo, he doesn't have it, I'm gonna go Paul Heyman because Paul Heyman's good at that stuff. Booker T, you're a wrestler. You don't do anything. You don't do nothing. You're on a podcast and you complain about stuff. Not this podcast, but his podcast. We can do it. We're just bros.
Yeah.
He's a guy that like is in the business and stuff. He should know better. You should know better, Booker. Five time. You don't be careful, you're gonna be a 5-time jaBROni of the week. But right now you're 1-time jaBROni of the week. Done.
Yeah, so ours are gonna be actually similar where they are, I guess, both Hall of Famers, WWE Hall of Famers. Honorable mention though was, I tried to find it. I think he deleted the tweet, but when the firings were occurring, somebody tweeted, I don't understand how blah, 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 get fired and Baron Corbin still keep the job.
Tries that's an honorable mention.
And he retweeted, he's like, I don't get these people who like root for people to lose their job. And I went through his tweets this morning and I was like, I can't find it. And I was like, I liked it. I couldn't find it at all. I was like, all right, he must have deleted it. But I was trying to find.
That's what they do now, man. It's crazy on Twitter. Like, somebody gets proven wrong or somebody like gets a whole bunch of people like disagreeing with them, they just delete the tweet, man. It's stand up for yourself. You're gonna say something stupid, own it.
I think they start even with this is off topic, but real quick. Eddie Kingston tweeted, I think, DMX lyrics. And then boom. People were complaining about that. And he had to delete the tweet. But in general, now we move back to Sunday night. There's a big, huge pay-per-view on Double or Nothing. There is I think there's a biography on, which everyone will watch. I mean, it's a biography. It's great. A&E doing great work. I believe it was on Mick Foley.
Ooh.
Who, if I remember, he wanted the women to have their own segregated show, and he was a jaBROni of the week. Well, we fall back to the week of your biography. You get jaBROni of the week again.
That's
why, do you ask? Why do you ask? I will tell you. Very simple. Could be very petty, but it's just like when I saw it, I was just like, you use your head. Like, honestly, really? And the tweet said, did I screen? No, it doesn't matter. It was simple enough. It was like, I'm really enjoying my AE biography. What are you guys thinking? Right? Like, what are your thoughts so far? And it was just like, it ate something. And I'm just like, I was like, I want to go to the comments immediately because I know it's just going to be people being like, we'll probably watch it later. It's like Double or Nothing's on. Like people are just like, I dropped 50, dropped half a C note on, or it was just nonstop people saying they're watching.
Right.
What? I don't know why, but it just, for some reason, I was just like,
Like,
what did jaBROni? I get it. He needs to tweet it. It's just my personal feeling. I get he has to tweet about it.
That there was an AEW thing on, though? Do you think he knew?
I don't think he had. No, he definitely knew there wasn't, but he has no. It's not his fault that it's getting aired up against Double or Nothing. It's not. He has to tweet about it and promote it. He's in it. But still, I don't care. I'm trying to be, I'm just trying to be an asshole, basically. So Mick Foley, you were just my jaBROni. I just thought back. And honestly, if I got that at Twitter handle guy who was trying to mess with Corbin, it would have been him. But Mick, jaBROni of the week.
2 times.
How's that all women's wrestling show going? That we should keep the women off of the show, like the main shows. Let's get rid of the women. No, we like the women. We watch the women wrestle.
You want the booking of the women.
We don't like the booking, but we like the women.
Yeah,
we want to put them on their own show. You jaBROni. I'm bringing up old jaBROni of the weeks, and
yeah, come on now. You can't rehash old jaBROni reasons.
But it's just, I just remember
that will get you on jaBROni of the week. So, okay.
I don't want to. I should have got jaBROni of the week from you though with the Ryback thing. I felt like that was.
You really did. But like, again, I was like, I was inebriated, and I at that moment in time, it was also very funny that you did that.
Yeah, do like freeze frame.
Yeah. But
Right, cool.
I read that. I read that thing today, and I was just Booker, bro. Stop.
All right, jaBROni of the week's out. So, in closing, here we're 3 episodes into the YouTube adventure, and I'm debating whether or not. Yeah, I'll probably put the unveiling of the title. We'll put that out as a little YouTube video. We can keep putting things out there. But as you can see underneath us, if you're, of course, on YouTube, our handles are right down here. I'm at jaBROni McCann.
I'm at jaBROni Butler. Sorry, so hungover.
No, over there, up there somewhere. Yeah, is where at jaBROni's pod. But Twitter, do it. You can find all episodes of the jaBROnis, BODYSLAM.net. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all your podcast apps. Search for the jaBROni, subscribe, rate, review. And then the YouTube, you got to like, subscribe, and there's bells. You got to click on bells and stuff.
Yeah, there's a bell. And every time when you click the bell, it's supposed to notify you when a jaBROni's episode or any other great BODYSLAM.net content is uploaded on YouTube. Like, I don't know, a Double or Nothing media scrum, perhaps.
Absolutely. We had El Jefe, Cass out there doing the media scrum, and he has a lot out there. Tony Khan, Britt Baker, Cody. So you can go check all of them out. And just check out their episodes of The Push with a lot of great interviews that they have. They have the media scrum. We have our episodes there in the playlist, in which we're going to start putting more and more stuff out on the YouTube. We're going to be back next week. All new episode. We have new builds now. We're going to be starting build now towards Hell in a Cell at the end of June.
Yeah, that's in like 3 weeks from Sunday, 2 weeks from Sunday. It's on Father's Day, the 20th. So
we got some time now. This is where we can just kind of tread water and see some more maybe Shelton, Cedric poking eyes, and Sheamus wrestling, Ricochet and Humberto, and
We didn't talk
busting
about
his
that.
nose.
Yeah, we didn't talk about
He's-
that.
He's a badass.
Yeah, he is. That's true. He is.
Such a badass. Can't
Bad,
like,
bad dude. Bad dude.
but yeah, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this title to get here.
Yeah, it's gonna
Get
be a
here.
big unveiling.
I'm here, and I already have. I think I have my new setup that I'm gonna put up behind me. I have this idea
Ooh.
that I'm gonna go with. So that should be this.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna try that out. Maybe I can. That should be good by next week. I think I have all the required.
It's not gonna be a bunch of Corbin junk, is it?
I'm
Like-
not gonna lie.
Like his junk. His junk.
I'm not gonna lie. Probably not. But I mean, since you said that, I could feature something. He could be involved. He could be involved. But see, it happens. Now I'm thinking about it. I gotta put my Corbin socks on. Actually, I don't have any socks on right now.
Oh Jesus!
Corbin socks seem like a good go.
How could you get?
It's them or Hot Bobby. Like maybe one of each. Maybe one of each.
Maybe.
All right. We'll be back next Saturday. All new episode. Look for the unveiling of the jaBROni World Championship this week. And jaBROnis out.